Good evening and thanks for being here today, Brian.
Thank you.
So how was the day today?
It's been fantastic. It's been amazing to meet students here from Hyderabad, as well as some of their families, and some really good high quality students, hearing about what they're studying now and what they'd like to study going forward in the future, so it's been great.
So I would like to ask you, what advice do you have, or why should students come to New Zealand? Can you give me a bit about that?
Another question for you, why shouldn't they come to New Zealand? I've been lucky enough to live in the United States. I actually lived in California for a brief period of time. I'm actually from the UK originally, so I grew up and been brought up in the United Kingdom, and I've also lived in Australia. There's a reason that I've chosen to live in New Zealand, and that's because work-life balance is absolutely fantastic. Job opportunities are in abundance, but also the universities. The universities are second to none globally. High quality education institutions. So it's a great place to live, study and work for anyone considering coming to New Zealand, definitely.
And University of Auckland is definitely one of the top ranked universities. Can you tell me a bit about what are the courses that students should look for there?
Yes, definitely. And just to touch on your point of the University of Auckland, it is the #1 institution in New Zealand. It's one of the top institutions globally as well. So we are the leading research-led university in New Zealand, currently ranked 85th in the QS World Rankings. Also one of the top ranked institutions for sustainability. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but universities right across the world are measured and ranked against sustainability in the SDGs that's set by the United Nations. The University of Auckland in 2019 and 2020 was ranked #1, and in 2021 and 2022 we continue to be ranked in the top 10 worldwide. But yeah, some of the top programs at the University of Auckland, there's so many, there's hundreds if not thousands of courses available, but some of the more popular options that the students choose are our Business Masters suites of programs, where students can choose Master of Professional Accounting, Master of Management, specialising in international business, human resources, and many other subjects in relation to business. Then looking at our science programs, so we're incredibly renowned for our IT programs, and if you're aware of programming language, the actual language R was first founded at the University of Auckland, so that's great for some of those IT students who are looking to do maybe the Master of Information Technology, which has a compulsory placement, so students will actually gain some exposure to Auckland, New Zealand businesses where students can do that. In addition to some of those IT programs, we have data science, and we also have the Master of Science in Computer Science. Now, getting on to a little bit about my faculty, I actually work very closely with the Faculty of Engineering. The Faculty of Engineering is the leading faculty in New Zealand. Engineering is comprised of 5 major departments. So engineering science, civil and structural engineering, mechanical and mechatronics engineering, computer systems, software, and electrical and electronic engineering. So a huge range of options for students to choose from. Some of the more popular programs would be our Master of Engineering Studies. There's 16 different subjects that students can choose from in the Master of Engineering Studies, so definitely check that out if you've got an engineering background. Now for some students that might not have an engineering background but they want to do an engineering degree that might be related to sustainability, we have our really popular program of the Master of Energy, so I definitely recommend students to check that out. And that has 6 tracks, and some of those tracks include geothermal, economics, and some other areas in relation to earthquake engineering as well. So definitely something to check out with some of those programs.
Something for everyone.
Yes, definitely. Something for yourself as well, I'm sure.
Not me, but my son would be there soon.
Oh, excellent. We look forward to having you, definitely.
Hopefully, yeah. And what about for the undergrad? I'm planning to send my kid for an undergrad course. So anything you can talk about for an undergrad?
Yeah, it's a really big step for an undergraduate student, someone who's just come from high school to now go and study abroad. And I think one of the great things is, all of the universities in New Zealand and New Zealand itself is incredibly welcoming. So, for your child, for your son or your daughter, if they are thinking about coming to New Zealand, what I want to stress is a really welcoming and kind place to come to. But in terms of programs, as I said, huge range of options, whether they're interested in, say, our Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Advanced Sciences, which could be in biomedical, it could be in physics, it could be in chemistry, or it could be in psychology. In addition to that, for students who are interested in, say, the Bachelor of Medicine and Surgery, that's definitely a subject that we have in our leading Faculty of Medical Health and Sciences. In addition, I can't not help mention engineering. We do have our Bachelor of Engineering Honours, which is Washington Accord accredited. And so what that means is students, when they do finish the Bachelor of Engineering Honours, they will be recognised as an engineer, and they can take that program with them right across the world. They'll be recognised by the Washington Accord. And then in the business school, we have our Bachelor of Commerce. Students can do accounting, finance, marketing, international business. The subjects are endless, so there's some good options there for students. But that's just a snippet. If there is anybody interested, definitely go onto the University of Auckland webpage and you'll find out all the programs. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of variety that you said. Now, I'd like to ask you a few more things. One of the things which I hear about New Zealand is that it's a pretty good place for nursing and for English language course for teaching. So, I know it might not be. Yes,
definitely. No, thank you. So you're totally right there. Actually, the University of Auckland is renowned globally for its nursing program. So we have an excellent Bachelor of Nursing program, which will help students gain registration in New Zealand with the Medical Health Board there as well, if students are interested in nursing. In addition to that, we have an Education and Social Work faculty, and they have an exceptional educational program. In fact, education is one of our highest ranked departments, not just at the university but globally. I think education is ranked in the top 50 in the world, so we're really proud of that. And students can obviously look at pursuing our Bachelor of Education program, which will help students who do pass that going to some form of teaching as well, whether that's early childhood or upwards of that. That's something that students can do.
Oh, that's quite a lot of information for the evening. Finally, and a piece of advice for our students.
Yes, studying abroad is an amazing thing to do. It's a really big leap into the unknown, because for some of you, if you are interested in coming to New Zealand, you may have never been to New Zealand before. So you're only hearing from people like me and others about why New Zealand's a great place to study. So my advice to you is do your homework, do your research, make sure you reach out to the team who can help you with some of those key questions and reassure you, because you probably will have doubts about coming to New Zealand or going to a certain university. So do your homework, do your research and ask the questions. And also go on YouTube. There's some great university YouTube channels, whether that's University of Auckland, University of Otago, many of the other institutions. Go on there, that will give you a real insight as to what the campus looks like, and you'll be able to hear from some current students as well. But that's probably my advice.
Ryan, thanks so much for all this, and lovely having you here.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you. See you.